What's up, VC? Kieran here. Pumping out my second video, back to back. We are listening to The Pyramids. And I can't really read the name of the album. Lalibela, I don't know. This, I just bought this, so this is a recent digs video. A few things I picked up this week, and I have to say, well, I did a trip to Ottawa, and I went to a record store there and picked up a few things, but then I picked up a few things kind of got me in the mood for some digging. And Andrew, you showed Detroit jazz composers and East New York ensemble, and those really intrigued me. I checked them out online, so I was curious if maybe they had some of those reissues at my favorite record store here in Montreal, Au 33 Tours, which James, very pleased to hear that you checked that out, or that you've been to Montreal and that you went to that store. I go there all the time, and there's a guy there that works there, and I was talking to him. They didn't have those records, but he hit me to this, and I'm sure some of you guys in the VC, you know this. The Pyramids. They have a few albums. I think this is from '73, and they just they made three albums in the '70s, I believe, and they just put out a new album last year, which they also had. And I probably will not be able to stop myself from picking it up, but I was going to start with this one. This is the only one from the '70s that they had. It's a reissue, obviously. I don't mind buying reissues if there's no way I'm going to ever find or afford an original. But, so I'm going to absorb this. I just opened it, listened to it, and it's incredible. I checked it out online first, so you can check it out online and see if you like it, kind of get the idea. It's not for the faint of heart. Some moments are easier than others. Some songs or parts of songs are easier to absorb, but it's definitely some heavy shit. And I recommend it. I think you guys will like it. Those of you that are into the spiritual jazz. So it says here, they play to make music fire. They play to make the soul burst out of the body. That seem, I don't know who that is, but anyway. I'll play you. This is a 180 gram reissue, and it's beautiful. From when I picked it up, I was like, oh, it doesn't seem like there's going to be anything special. And it's not super special, but it's just simple and it's beautiful. So the cover is just the cover, but this 180 gram vinyl says, fully remastered from original tapes, limited edition. And this is so simple, but so nice. And when I pulled it out, it was in this black sleeve, which I've never seen before. I'm sure it's not that uncommon, and it just looked really, really sharp. So I was pleased to see that there was some thought and care put into this, and it's not just some whatever reissue. So I'm looking forward to listening to this more and checking out the other stuff, so you can check this out online. Another album I picked up at 33 Tours, the same time as the Pyramids, something I've been meaning to check out. I have the first album on CD, and it is Carl Hector and the Malkoun Sahara Swing is the first one from 2008 on Now Again. And if you don't know this, get to know it, check it out. I picked this up randomly at HMV one time. I walked in when I used to buy CDs, and they were having a sale on all, maybe not all, but most. There was a wall of Stone's Throw, Now Again CDs were $5 a pop, and I loaded up. And this, and I would say The Unseen by Quasimodo, Madlib, were my favorites. Killer, killer stuff. And I wish I had bought more. I didn't buy them all. But what was I going to say? This is amazing, amazing stuff, and I didn't listen to it right away because I had bought so many, But they have the LP of this at the store, and I might not be able to hold myself from picking it up. They re-released it on Now Again with a 7-inch. If you don't know this, check it out. It's J.J. Whitfield, actually, is Carl Hector, so if you can read about it online, but he kind of has another name for this project from the Whitfield, is it Whitfield Brothers or Whitefield? So I'm sure some of you guys know this already. So what I picked up is their newest record, which took years to come out because they were touring kind of all over, and this is Unstraight Ahead. So this is quite different, somewhat of a departure from Sahara Swing. I haven't listened to it that much yet. I just got it. I've played it a few times. I checked out some tracks online. I love the cover on this. So the description is Afrodelic kraut funk featuring members of Poets of Rhythm and the Whitefield Brothers, simultaneously loose-limbed and rigorous, generating a joy tempered by human paranoia. It's party music that sets you on edge, and it's crucial. And it says there's a download card. Oh, there is. I'm gonna like this. So if you don't know Sahara Swing, start with this one. They released some like EPs, I think 2 or 3 in between, and I don't know if I'm gonna get those because a lot of the songs, I think a bunch of the songs, not all, are on here, and they're expensive. They're like $18 for only a few songs that I already have, but they are beautiful. They're nice silk screen sleeves, so it's tempting, but I might have to pick up this on vinyl as well because I really like this album. So recent finds, continuing along. Oh, just to show you, this is what the labels look like. Very simple, but a nice orange. I like that. So what did I get in Ottawa? The Record Center, which I really like. Kind of cool store. I got Ramsey Lewis, Funky Serenity. So I don't have a lot of Ramsey Lewis. It's pretty easy to find. This was cheap, $6, but I really like. I had a stack of records that I pulled out to listen to, and this was the cheapest one out of them all, and it's what I like best, I would say. It's on Columbia from the 70s, so this, I'm sure you guys know it. I'm going to continue collecting Ramsey Lewis when I find them in good shape for cheap, but really enjoy this album so far. There's they have a cover of If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. So yeah, check that out. What else did I get? Oh yes, they had a record, it was $40 that I didn't buy. It was some Chicago like private press on grits, I think. I can't remember, and I was tempted, but I didn't get it. The music sounded cool. It's hard. I always have a hard time when I'm just listening quickly in record store and trying to rush through it. But it sounded cool, but the cover was not in great shape. It was all the seams were taped, and it was $40, and I don't know. I got something else instead that I'll show you. This is another one I got at that store. So Hank Mobley, The Flip. Couldn't help myself. $15, Blue Note. I have a thing for Blue Note. So this is Liberty pressing, but that's the original for that one, which is nice. Some later Blue Notes. And this is not anything like mind-blowing or stunning or different. It's still his kind of boppy, soulfully stuff, which I like. So it's worth checking out if you see it for cheap, and that cover's kind of cool. Nice to add to the Blue Note collection, but it's not like the Donald Byrd albums that we've been talking about, Andrew, of that time, because I think this is from the this is 69, so he hadn't gone electric and so funky, but still an enjoyable listen, and I love collecting my Blue Notes. So on my way to 33 Tours, I said, I was really hoping in my mind, I was like trying to manifest a copy of Joe Henderson Elements. Didn't happen, but the second album that I kind of thought, I was like, ooh, it'd be nice to find that I've been listening to digitally, was, I'm about to show you, and it was there. I started going through New Arrivals, I was like, that's nice. It's not Joe Henderson Elements, but it is Stanley Cowell Trio Illusion Suite. And I was really, really happy to find this. Nothing, probably not too rare on ECM, but I hadn't seen it yet, and I've been really digging this record. This is some beautiful, beautiful music. I'm sure you guys know this in the VC, but if you don't, check it out. Stanley Clarke, Stanley Cowell, and Jimmy Hops. And it's very, very soothing, kind of soft, moody music. Really, really an enjoyable listen. So this is a US ECM press, and really cool cover there. So we're still listening to Carl Hector and the Malcolms. I won't needle drop this for you guys, but I don't need to. If you don't know it, get it. If you like jazz, or check it out online. I'm sure you can find it. This next one I will needle drop for you guys because it's a bit rare. And it's not my usual kind of purchase. This was one I found in Ottawa, and it kind of went out over the private press jazz that I didn't buy, mostly because it was something different and $10 cheaper. And this is kind of it says rare Psych. This is how they labeled it. So it's Eyes of Blue in Fields of Ardath. This is the US pressing, so I think it's fairly rare and somewhat maybe sought after, maybe more the UK pressing. But this LP's all over the place. So this is on Mercury. But there's some heavier stuff. There's some, I mean, it's psychedelic. But I'll skip through it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite music, but I don't know, it's something cool to add to the collection. I don't know if I'll keep it forever. Probably. So it starts off like this. There are some moments, the rockier moments on this that I really like, the louder, heavier moments. They have stuff like this, but then, same song. So this song actually is called Merry-Go-Round. Here we go. Killing it. So, like I was saying, this song is called Merry-Go-Round, and it's from the film Toy Grabbers, and there's a little thing here by Quincy Jones, and about how he went to England and he discovered this group Eyes of Blue, and he just absolutely loved it. They were a Welsh group, and he got them to score this song for a movie he was doing, and then after that they did some other scores as well for other movies. So this is dope. Cool find. I'll skip through a few songs so you can kind of hear what it sounds like. So that's the one from the movie. Good guitar. This I can vibe with. Then you have some weird stuff like this. Oh, it's still rocky. Woo! Oops, that's not good. Anyway, so I just picked this up this week, so I need to listen to it a few more times. I think I'll spun it a couple times. But that was a cool find. So that went out over the jazz, which I think, I'm trying to remember the name. I have it. I'll tell you guys what it is in the next video. So I also picked up, when I was picking up those, the Carl Hector and the Pyramids, something, I had a list that Fred made of Gimme 10 Quebec Prog. I had taken a photo of that, of the playlist or the albums that he had shown, and they had a bunch of them, maybe at least half of them at 33 Tours. And I listened to a bunch of them, and it's not, I mean, it's going to take me a while to get into that music. It's not something I've listened to. So I picked up one, and it is Aquarelle. It was one of the cheaper ones. They had another one that was there. It was $2.99, but it sounded scratchy, so I just went for this one. You can see what I paid for it, $3.99. And I put this on. It sounds nice. I can get down with this. So the other ones, there was a few. Like I said, was it the Tababou or something, and Claude Léveillé, maybe something like that. Anyway, I'll go through it, Fred. It'll take me some time, but they're not going anywhere. I think these records are pretty common, like you said, in Quebec. So lucky for me, and I'll go through it. I'm not going to get them all at once, because then I find I won't listen to them, or I'm going to appreciate one at a time. And if I like it, I'll get another one, and I'll learn from there. So lastly, this is not a new dig, but something I've been wanting to show, and it's been shown, not in the same format that I got it, but it is East of Underground, something I picked up last year. I got it 50% off. So this is the East of Underground box set, and there's some awesome stuff on here. I think just the LP's been shown. I can't remember who showed it, but I will show you the contents of this box set, which is really, really cool. So this is United States Army Special Service Agency. So these were like contests that they had for the Army, for bands, Army bands. And this is beautiful, beautiful packaging. So on this LP you have East of Underground, which is the standout. So thick and nice. So you have East of Underground and you have Soap. They've kind of flipped it like that. And it's incredibly, incredibly thick cardboard here. This is released by Now Again. So you have two LPs there. You have Soap, and then another LP for East of Underground. That's what those look like. And then you also have, so I've seen these sold separately, the Black Seeds, which is another gatefold. And this has the Black Seeds as well as, this one's just one LP. You have one side of the Black Seeds, which is pretty dope, and then you have the soundtrack. But Black Seeds, there's covers of, there's Ain't No Sunshine, Black Magic Woman, Do Your Thing. And then same thing with East of Underground. There's some awesome covers on there. You guys know this. Soap has some covers, but the songs that are awesome is East of Underground, Smiling Faces, Higher, Walk On By. So if you haven't heard this, you can check it out online. Another Now Again purchase. So that's it for the recent digs. I was trying to stay away from buying vinyl. Oh wait, this packaging also has, which is what's cool, a nice booklet here with tons of photos and different information, set lists, and then it also comes, not that this is necessary, but a poster for the competition, or for Presents concert poster. Anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. NeedleGroove, Kieran from Montreal, Canada.